irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend in my energy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down by Drew.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Check 50, check 50.
Dixon trying to punch it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
That's out to the left and complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instant. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He's still on his feet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the tackle.
That's the receivers that'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Bengals 7, Chargers 6.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Airing it out. Look, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57, Mike.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's a run with Mixon.
That's right, baby. It's all.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so...
And his pass is intercepted, and a loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
3rd down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Burrow will throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The Chargers' 34-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
To
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Brings up
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play action. It's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They get this out left. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Chargers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defense. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 49.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Hunter Henry. 26 yards. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Herbert throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Chargers 12. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they go play action now. Burrow got a man open. It's Ross. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 87 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. And his throw is incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. shotgun snap for Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again